Hello folks, Daniel here from Roots and Resilience. Well, today we're off to the allotment and we're going to install a rainwater harvesting system. It's a simple job, but an essential one in an area where we don't have running water. Come with me today and I'll show you how we install the guttering, how we add the pipework, and finally how we terminate in the barrels. Anyway, without further ado, let's get to it. And so we started out, we installed some clamps, some gutter clips in order to support the guttering. These go along the entire length. We used 4 on each side, and we're installing that with these stainless steel screws that have a Torx drive head. We use Torx drive heads because the stainless steel screws tend to strip. And as we move on to the right hand side of the guttering, we're going to put an end clip. This will stop the water running out on the right hand side of the gutter. It has a nice neat finish to it too. They simply just clip into place using brute force. Moving to the left hand side of the polytunnel, we've installed a square downpipe connector. This is the first stage of what connects to the barrel. And looking at the polytunnel, we can see that the entire guttering has been connected to the polytunnel using the framework, the timber framework that we installed behind. Polytunnels don't come with timber framework, they're steel. This is something we added additionally to it. And if we take a look at my spirit level here, we can see there's quite a significant fall. We want the guttering running towards the outlet and not the opposite way for obvious reasons. We're quite lucky here because the ground is uneven and it heads that way anyhow. So in our kit, which allows us to connect the barrel to our downpipe, there's a connector. This connector I'm going to connect to the pre-drilled holes on the barrel. If these aren't drilled, of course you'll have to drill them yourself. Down there. So if my colleague can just zoom in, just fits in nice and snugly. Do that nice and tight. Simple as so. I'm now attaching to a short piece of downpipe the flow past accessory that allows me to attach a water butt to my guttering system. I'm using these stainless steel screws again to hold it in place. It seems quite secure. The kit seems good quality. And as I move on, I'll attach a hose which connects the water butt to the downpipe. This should not be more than 50 centimetres apart, and ideally it should be at the same level. Now, in order to make this whole thing work, we need a way to get the water from A to B without going behind. So what we're going to do, we're going to use some butyl rubber tape, and we're just going to tape a joint between the gutter itself and the flat piece of timber that we've placed behind the plastic of our polytunnel. And we'll continue to add the butyl rubber tape along the entire length. Just rubbing it as we go, pushing it down nice and firmly, and making sure that the water flows into where we want it to. Okay, let's take a look from end to end. I'm really quite happy with how it's looking. It seems to be fit for purpose. It's quite secure. The butyl rubber seems to work really nicely. It was a nice, easy addition to add to it. And we can see where the water's going to flow and then run into our water butt on the left-hand side. So here is our water butt from inside the allotment. As you can see, we've raised it on a platform. And we've done this for 2 reasons. Number 1, to ensure that gravity helps emptying the entire barrel. And number 2, so we can get our watering can underneath. Of course, having it too low would prevent us doing that. And finally, let's turn on the taps. Oh yes, we've got some running water in an area where water's just not available. So we are super happy. Well, it sure was a cold day down at the allotment today, but hopefully our hard work has made everything worthwhile and we'll have all the water that we need come summer next year. And I do hope that you've enjoyed our video today. I sure enjoyed making it. If you have, please give us a like, a subscribe, and maybe even a share. And come back to us next time. You have a lovely day.